going on, everybody? My name is Weather the Crypto Hunter. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone had a great day so far. Today, Wednesday. So tomorrow is Thursday. Actually, first, before anything, if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Turn on the notification so whenever I go on live, it will really help me out a lot. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Today, I got a couple of updates to talk about. One is obviously the XRP case, the other one has to do with MetaMonkey AI, which now is called MMAI. They have rebranded. What's going on, GS? What's going on, Brian? Appreciate you guys being here. So, I am going to give it a few more minutes just before, I start going into the details. But I believe it's very bullish news when it comes to XRP. And this is something that we're waiting for, obviously, which is for the case to be over. I'm not saying that is what's going on right now, but at least there's a slight possibility that there's going to be a very positive outcome. So, if that happens, obviously, we could expect a lot of good things in the market, even though I always said it's not ready for a bull run. But yeah, yeah, GS. I think the monkey part is gonna go somewhere to a jungle, and they just gonna keep MMAI. What's going on, Jeff? How are you? Appreciate you being here. All right, so let me bring this other screen right here. And I'm also going to take a look at the market because I didn't get to do it yesterday. Yeah, so far it's just MMAI. Exactly, no more monkey. Nice, that is a solid move. Yeah, I believe so too because at the end of the day, for example, it has a more corporate feel to it. Like, and realistically speaking, everything that they're doing is really awesome. And oh man, I'm telling you, if you guys wasn't in the space with David Garstein, the AMA, then definitely go back, check it out. Very professional and incredible news overall. So if you haven't, I really, really recommend for you guys to go check it out. You know what? I was gonna start with the XRP news, but since you guys are interested on what's going on with MetaMonkey, I'll let you guys know that. We could start by that. This right here is just which actually I could play without getting a copyright strike. Hold on. I'm just gonna lower wait guys.
As you may or may not know, the past 10 years of Star Wars games have been...
I just noticed I wasn't even sharing screen. Rookie move. Hold on. No worries. Okay, let me go to share screen. And no, it's not the guy that is on screen right now. That was actually a honest mistake. Here you go, guys. This is part of the news, which is the MMAI game, which you're going to be able to play in the metaverse is one of the first game, which is the shooting game. But there's also, I just heard Augustine talk about it, there's also going to be some kind of racing game. So, with that being said, MMAI is just getting more and more interesting Obviously, I mean, we're gonna see. I'm gonna take a look at the chart real quick to see what kind of impact the space with David Goshton had. And there you go, guys. MMAI gains. There is another one, of course. Let me see if they did put it up right here. I don't think they actually released the other one on here. Let me see if they released it on Twitter. Well, if you guys go to my shorts, actually, hold on, let me go there real quick. Here. This is the MMAI metaverse, people, which you will be able to obviously mine cryptocurrency as you're going through it. And I was gonna ask the question, but I didn't get the chance to ask Augustine if the mission parts, because it's also gonna have some missions and you're gonna earn tokens. So I want to be clear on that and ask if the token, see, mission status, if the token that you earn will be MMAI tokens, or, because if that is the case, that's going to be even better than what we expect. Um, Other news, as you guys know, they will release Key to the City NFT, which is this right here. And you guys are going to have some benefits to it, which let me look for that post. I wish I could just remember every single thing, but I don't think it's humanly possible.
Mommy, mommy,
As you guys know, MMAI has the Pure Wallet, which we're still better testing on the
I wasn't even gonna say
on Google Play Store. You go over there, you download it. Please do not put your whole life saving in there because we're still better testing it. If you want to put 25 bucks, 10 bucks, that's totally up to you. But do not put more than that. I'm still testing it out myself. So this is um the Garston media space where there was talking about everything that's happening with MMAI. And I really recommend for you guys to go back and listen to it if you haven't, if you wasn't there, because all the news that they dropped there makes you even more bullish on the project because it really is exciting. Ah, there you go. This is the full video. That car is freaking sick. I would trade that for my wheelchair any day, literally. Or at least if they could make a customized wheelchair looking like one of those cards, I'll be happy. Okay, so you see, this is what I was talking about. Mission start. It kind of got like a Grand Theft Auto feel to it. And then when you mission complete, that's 1,000 coins. So, I'm not saying that that is the case, but there goes the racing part. But if you could just win 1,000 MMAI token just for doing missions, I think that's pretty fabulous there. What's going on, Tim Shea in the house? Appreciate you being here. Okay, and I am looking to what are the benefits? Here we go. To owning one of the key to the city NFT says access to one free mint of the 12 exclusive property. One key to the city NFT allows one free mint of an exclusive property. The 12 exclusive property have been randomized by a third party prior to launch, gives ownership rights to property within MMAI Pure World. Other benefits: $100 in airdrop MMAI coin. Mind you guys, the coin, not the token. When the Pure Chain is released, access to all Pure World beta releases, voting rights within Pure World, access to secret location within Pure World, any key, it says after sale, any key to the city not sold during initial sale will be burned. Any properties not sold during initial sale will be released on OpenSea to be purchased. All owner of the free NFT property will be required to pay their own gas fee to claim their title or deed. So, with that being said, that's everything that I got as far as MetaMonkey AI. Now, let's get into the XRP news. Oh, crap. There we go. So it says over here Ripple CEO optimistic on said litigation, which is Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has stated that the company is positive about its ongoing lawsuit with the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission. He added that the verdict might be finalized in June. Brad Garlinghouse continued to deny the accusation made by the SEC in the law cases surrounding Ripple. The crypto firm is accused of being uneasy and partially guilty after a recent attempt to auction the company. Garlinghouse argued that the SEC allegation might be out of context. Ripple upbeat about going case. The U.S. Security and Exchange Commission filed a petition against Ripple Labs in December 2020. The petition said that the firm was functioning as a 1.3 billion benefaction starting without registration in 2012. The watchdog declared Ripple co-founder Christian Larson and CEO Bradley Garlinghouse as person of interest in the legal proceeding. In a statement at the World Economy Forum, Switzerland, Brad was positive about the impending outcome and hoped the court case will be over by the end of June. He insisted that they were at par with the law and regulation of the state and nation, and added that time would tell after the judge worked on the legal proceeding. Let me see right here. We have my wife in the house. Hey, Beb, what about the bogus crap today with that exchange no one ever heard about? It's funny, Tim, because I never even heard of that. You were talking about that Hydra, and there was another one. I'm gonna read upon that too because I don't know what's the whole deal there. But yeah, it's interesting. They're trying to take the focus of Bollinger, Celsius, and FTX. Of course. I mean, what else can they do? Those people got money. They need that attention off from them. And obviously, you talk to the right people, they start making moves, and then they start focusing on that. All part of the show, Tim. Made the chart look juicy, laughing out loud. Okay, XRP claims it shouldn't be regarded as an investment contract. On January 3rd, self proclaimed BTC investor Craig Wright and Repo CTO David Schwartz went back and forth on Twitter. David commented that Wright properties were misplaced as he was making lame discussion instead of protecting the crypto ecosphere. I'm not even gonna get into that. It says if I investigated the whole thing, it was by pointing out that I thought in an argument Craig made was a dumb argument. If I see an argument that I think is dumb, I'm not supposed to say that I think is dumb. Okay, Craig doesn't care about XRP. Why should I have debate with Craig about something he doesn't care about if he won't even have a debate with me about the thing he does about, I don't know. But that seems to be a personal matter. Brian says, has anyone heard of that exchange before? How many people use it? I never heard of it, man, but I never heard of it. It's 1,000 users. And but what's funny though? These exchanges be coming out of nowhere. Like for example, I remember a couple of years back there was an exchange called IDAX, and there was a funny feeling to it, and I mean a funny feeling because let's say for example, if the coin was at $5 and I sold at $5, it used to sell for three. And that exchange just took off and never looked back. It says Ripple acts to be viewed as a corporation that utilizes its holding to facilitate extensive transaction between other financial entity and banks, as opposed to an investment contract. The two-sided then went to court in December 22, accusing each other of prolonging the rules of their gains. Garland House also stated that they believe in a progressive mentally mentality that the case rests on their side and that XRP isn't a security. He believes Gary Gensler, the SEC, view all virtual currency as security, necessitating a logical distinction diagram. Damn, in other words, he called Gary Gensler a illiterate. Just saying, just saying. That's what he said. That was unused, really. Definitely part of the show, same as Ripple Case. All right, so let's go find out. Bits Lasso, right? Uh, Bits Lasso founder Anodali Lekowadi Mob. Damn, that's a weird name. Arrested in Miami. Bit Lasso founder and majority owner, and I'm not gonna read the name again. Sorry, people. Anatoly has been arrested on claims of money laundering, according to a report issued by the U.S. Department of Justice. Anatoly crypto exchange was allegedly involved in illicit activity and failed to pass the legal requirement to combat crime. Tim says, every time I hear Gensler name, you get mad. Goldman Gensler. Bitslotto exchange allegedly linked to illicit activity. The U.S. Department of Justice issued a report under arrest of Anatoly, a Russian national who is the majority shareholder and founder of a Hong Kong based cryptocurrency exchange. According to the DOJ, Anatoly crypto exchange allegedly supported criminal activities, including drug trafficking and money laundering schemes. The exchange is believed to have been connected to Hydra Market. No, literally, they must have been watching the Avengers and GI Joe. An online illicit narcotic marketplace that prosecutor believe was linked to criminal activities such as money laundering, drug trafficking, sales of illegally acquired financial information, and fraudulent identity. The law enforcement behind Anatoly arrest believed the founder was fully aware of the exchange tied with these dark vices. In the DOJ issued document, the founder and other senior manager of the exchange had a discussion. They identified that most of the firm users were crooks, referring to drug addict, traffickers, and money launderers. In one document pulled from the exchange portfolio, a senior executive allegedly mentioned that the firm should only do away with drug trafficking and leave other criminal activities running so as not to cripple the firm operation. GS is cracking up. SBF is at this parent mansion with personal bother while 3AC is opening up a new exchange. Yeah, man, that illegal stuff never happened cash. They might as well throw pimping and pandering in there. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to explain something, guys. At times, the reason why I stop in between articles is one, I do need to catch my breath, and two, I do want to catch up with the chat. So, in case you wonder why I always stop in between articles, Anatoly trial begins. Anatoly, whatever, leg code. No, okay. Let me try again. Leg Cody mob is expected to be arraigned in court today in the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of Florida as part of the process to fish out crypto related crimes. Deputy Attorney General Monaco stated that U.S. regulators are constantly working with other regulators worldwide to bring perpetrators to justice according to the law, regardless of the country or island the suspects operate from. The comment was likely referring to the recent FTX debacle that saw Sam Bankman Fried arrested in the Bahamas island and charged for fraud and embezzlement of customer deposit. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but can you believe that he had the nerve to say that he is innocent? And there was another guy talking about he believes that Sam Bankman Fried might be innocent. Are you serious? SBF all comfortable with his parents. Yeah, man. That's the honest truth, Tim. So yeah, that is the story with Bits Lasso. I never heard of that exchange. I don't use that exchange. I literally do not put my money in any weird freaking exchange anymore. I remember once upon a time there was another exchange and they told me, oh, you can earn mad money here. It has this automatic reinvestment program. And I'm not gonna lie, I did put $200 to check it out. At the end of the day, I never got that 200 back. So then the person that actually got me on board, I was trying to let them know what was going on, and they was like, "Oh no, let me talk to the CEO, whatever, whatever," and then came back and told me, "Oh, if you want to withdraw, you gotta send another $100, and they're gonna allow you to withdraw." I was like, "Yeah." Okay, so Alameda Research, don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. I mean, we don't got anything on Bankman Fry, but let's see what Alameda Research has. Alameda Liquidator don't know DeFi. Blockchain data show that Alameda Research Liquidator did not take the necessary step to preserve the capital of the bankrupt venture capital firm, wasting millions of dollars worth of money that could have been disrupted among the firm creditors. Since FTX and consequently Alameda Research declared bankruptcy on November 11, the cryptocurrency market has been living in the wake of a catastrophe that brought down multiple companies. Now, cryptocurrency data firm Arcom Intelligence suggested that the liquidator have incurred in over 4 million in preventable losses. Alameda Research liquidator run amok. In a recent Twitter thread, Arkham Intelligence wrote that back on January 14, the Alameda Research liquidator suffered liquidation worth over 1 million on the eighth decentralized finance DeFi protocol. And this was just the latest in a string of liquidation spanning almost 2 weeks. Over those 2 weeks, Alameda addresses saw a 4.85 million liquidation, 11.5 million worth of liquidation, and over 4 million of preventable losses. Those liquidations happened on Ethereum sidechain, Optimism OP. While those liquidations were happening, the liquidators sent zero point zero 0.03 ETH to another wallet for gas and 1,777 BUSD worth 1,770 USD dollar to the central multi-signature wallet while ignoring that was happening on the sidechain. When Liquidator took over the wallet, Alameda held a short position of 9,000 ETH against collateral of 20 million of USD coin USDC and 4 million on DAI with a net balance of 15.2 million. As of January 16, the same trade stood at a balance of 300,000. It says on A there's a function that user can call to immediately close a position by selling off collateral. What is this function being called? Instead of excess collateral being pulled out of the wallet, 50 million of value could have been preserved rather than the recovered 11 million. The development follow okay. The development follow recent report that Alameda Research was one of the 7 recipients of covalent CQT 21,941,176,000 2.5 million token in the latter recent unblocking. So, with that being said, what you guys think about that? It's obvious that puede ser el paquete. So it's obvious that Caroline then had no idea of what the heck they were doing. Man, like even me, like let's say for example, if I'm doing a short position and I'm messing around with $4 million, I think the first half a million that I see at a loss, that would be my time to tap out.
Amber, come here.
You know, I believe a smart person would have done that at least, or even 100,000. That still would have been good for you to tap out. All right, guys. We got Somo Foot in the house. What's going on, Somo? Appreciate you being here, bro. My wife said tap 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 out. Tim, how is Caroline doing? Somo, miss you, buddy. Caroline was busy. Somo, you done with XRP? Hey, Selma, I was just reading an article of XRP that what's his name? Gazenler Brad. He's very confident that the case will be over by June, and on top of that, that basically XRP is not a security. So with that being said, you know what we could expect, which is the fact that they would definitely start moving up the price of XRP the minute that is over. So around June, not financial advice, but make sure you're taking a look at it. And I'm laughing they really?
I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Let's keep it professional, guys. Just ignore my banter.
Yeah. Let me see. This one right here. Oh, wait. I found even better news. Well, they both are good. So which one you want me to read? FTX investigate 450 million crypto theft while SBF claims company solvency, or reports show FTX saga made industry rethink crypto custody. I'm gonna let you guys decide that. The one thing she's good at. Yeah, because trading wasn't her thing, man. No need to apologize. Caroline is all tied up. She says that's funny, Tim. This sounds more interesting. FTX investigate 450 million crypto theft while SBF claims company solvency. And by the way, guys, I am going on Crypto Talk now tonight at 9 p.m. So I'll be there. And I'm probably going to be there just for an hour because then I got a MMAI meeting to attend. So just in case, you guys will see me there. FTX current CEO John Ray said that the cyber attacker had stolen around four 450 million in crypto from the exchange. Meanwhile, former CEO Sam Bankman-Fried took to Twitter to claim FTX US is insolvent. Uh, your favorite Janet. Oh, what's coming? Tinder and Shay could be a new nickname. By the way, Brian, I gotta give you a wrench too. Um, big, give up your wrench. Give it to Brian. All right. It says hacker took around 450 million worth of crypto since filing for bankruptcy. In November, hackers reportedly stole approximately 323 million in crypto from FTX International Exchange. According to another statement, 90 million was stolen from FTX US. Now I get the meaning. How low can you go? Can you go down low or all the way to the floor? Babe, stop it. No problem, Brian. That is why I'm married to yeah. Oh, hush up. By the way, guys, if y'all want to watch and y'all really love Korean drama, uh, Alchemy of Soul. Literally, I watched it the best. And my wife, I put her onto it, and now she's freaking hooked on that. Like she was on Twilight, which very disturbing.
First of all, stop putting me on
Very
blast.
disturbing.
First of all, stop putting me on blast. Talk about your Bitcoin stuff, okay?
Okay. All right. So it says the founder of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, has been accused of robbing the business of billions of dollars to pay out his crypto-focused hedge fund, Alameda Research. In arrears, Bankman-Fried pleaded not guilty to the charge of fraud. Can you believe it? You know, I asked myself, when he committed these crimes, was he high? Or, a little, hold on, something like that? Or what the heck? Because how can you plead not guilty knowing what you was doing? Brian said that's true for me, Tim. I'm chasing you in wrenches the same way I chase you in marble. Jose, it says 9 weeks after filing for bankruptcy, FTX informed a Delaware bankruptcy judge that it has successfully recovered more than 5 billion in crypto cash and liquid security. The business offered more information on January 17, stating that it had recovered 1.7 billion in cash, 3.5 billion in liquid Bitcoin, and 300 million in liquid security. Although FTX could not estimate the total liabilities, it did state that it found considerable deficiency at its international and U.S. crypto exchange. Per the current CEO, FTX has taken a Herculean investigative effort to find the preliminary information and maximize recovery. Reacting to the news, SBF wrote in this Twitter that FTX has always been solvent, which is this right here, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and it said, then how you tell a guy you get a wrench but not a wrench? Okay, my bad, Brian. So basically, in order for me to wrench you, let me go to YouTube real quick, and I'll continue the article. And by the way, guys, if you want a little bit of motivation, check out my workout videos. Inspiring. Um, okay, and then let me see Brian right here. Uh, wait. Ah! All right, Brian, go ahead, check. 10, that was some funny shit. Hey, you guys don't get to make fun of that, okay? Okay? You know, she's lucky I'm nice. Cream get shaving cream? No. 10, that was some funny shit. Brian, go to the channel, GDLT. GDLT, he welcomes everybody with one big XRP guy, digital org. And Cool Cat, go to Brian, very funny. No problem, Brian. You earn it, man. Appreciate the love and the support. All right, so back to the FTX. It says, according to the Bitcoin price on November 11, 2022, the crypto asset recovered up until this point, total 685 million in Solana, 529 million in FTX own FTT token, and 268 million in Solana. Bankman Fried praised Solana, but it's a significant decline in value by 2022. I wonder why. He owns 13%. A confrontation between FTX bankruptcy team in the US and the Bahamian regulators resulted from the initial investigation into system hacking by FTX that revealed an asset seizure in November by the Security Commission of the Bahamas. Ray announced that the Bahamian government was holding 426 million for creditors due to the two-party resolution of their differences in January. Philip Davis, the premier of the Bahamas, discussed the issue on Tuesday at the Atlantic Council in Washington. He said Ray team had come around and agreed that the Bahamian asset seizure was appropriate and probably has saved the day for many of the investors in FTX. Tim Tim already there. I found out 3 wrenches. It is. That channel has some crazy stuff in the chat. I don't know who you guys are talking about. I don't think I heard of him, but I'll check him out. Check him out. So that is what they got as far as news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the crypto market. You know, I really wish they had like real cool games. First, let me take a look at MetaMonkey AI, which you guys know this channel is sponsored by them, MMAI. And it's still holding up. I mean, I see a nice red candle right here. that could have caused a little bit more of a fall, but they bought the dip right away and it's sustaining itself right where it's at. I do not see the RSI on overbought territory, which that's pretty good. So, not financial advice, but let's see where these next couple of days take us when it comes to this project. I'm very bullish on it. I am hoping some major announcement will be made, and then from there, yeah. Now let me go to check out Bitcoin itself. You know, this is what I love about TA. I am very aware that TA is a 50-50 chance. You know, anybody that tells you they could predict the market 100%, that's BS. And I'm telling you because I myself have been doing some studying. I myself, know how to do TA, and there's times where I'm thinking that the market is gonna drop hard, and then it comes and turn around and spit on my face, and it goes the opposite way. But do I believe 12K Bitcoin, 10K Bitcoin? Yes, I do. What do you think for Keys Water 500 or about 2 give or take? I mean, if it's up to me, 10, 500 is good. You know, the reason why the value that is behind the keys is great. Now, if they decide to go for another price, then there I can do nothing about it. That I still want to get one? Yes, because if I get what I call the golden ticket, which is one of the arena, it's gonna be a lovely thing. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Basically, I could make that 500 back in no time if I get one of those. 500 sounds good. More will not sell out IMO. Brian, I know, I know. I mean, I thought the same thing, but like I said, there I cannot really make any decision as far. Love me some TNA. I think every guy likes that one, Brian. Whitey and Queen Arena. I'll probably get one too, depending. Yeah. So basically this is the thing. My hold on, how can I explain this? Okay, so I'm gonna look away from the chat real quick because I want to explain this as good as possible. So my resistance line has been there, and it has been there for a good minute. My support line has been here, and it has been there for a good minute. Now, when it broke the support line towards it tapped the support line and then it started going up. It hit the resistance line. What tells me that Bitcoin was gonna drop again? The fact that it went up, got rejected. It did it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It broke through a little bit and then it went back down. 9, 10, 11. 11 times it touched resistance and it didn't break through. So that's when I was starting to turn bearish. Right here, this is what we call a shooting star. And then from there, it started dropping. Even the divergence right here is saying that is already bearish. One thing that I could think about is the star chart side has been hanging over here for way too long. So there is the possibility that it might find some kind of support, even though The support I see will be around here, which is 1932, and then start going back up unless it goes on the support of the moving average right here, which is 2049, and then it'll start going back up. And if it doesn't, obviously it's gonna drop like it's hot, literally. Oh, we got crypto launch in the house. What's up, bro? How long you been there, man?
What's going on, bro? Nah, I just popped in, brother. I'm out here on my route, man. I figure I'll jump in and see what's going on, brother. How we doing?
Nothing much, man. We spoke a little bit about MetaMonkey AI. We spoke about the fake exchange that was out there, XRP. But hey, man, what do you think about that whole space today, bro?
Well, you know what I think, bro. I'm all in. You know, it was good to hear Augustine as well. You know, he talked a lot about what we already know, and it was good to hear it from him. But
Yeah.
as far as the game, and the keys, I mean, that's a whole nother dimension that a lot of us, I didn't know. We knew about the investment in NFTs, but the key passes and all the property, that's refreshing, bro. That is very refreshing. And this is going to be my first time ever, being able to buy serious property, that is actually going to be in effect. I'm pretty excited about it.
Now, man, I'm excited too. I mean, some of the Tim was kind of talking about the prices, and Brian here too. By the way, what up, Steve? The Canadian is in the house. I mean, they think that 400 would be a good price, but obviously, we also got to take into consideration everything that comes along when you purchase that.
Waddy, there's a lot, man. We're talking residual income. These are basically virtual properties, virtual real estate. That some will be stores, and this is all randomized drop too. So you may get a store that you can rent out, to incoming e-commerce sector like Foot Locker, or you never know. You never know who might come in rent your space out in a virtual store. The billboard factor, all that is just residual income. You have to understand. So you're paying whatever it is, it's going to be a small amount because you're going to make your investment back just on that alone, residually tenfold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying earlier, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed to talk about it or not. And we got Daniel Gayton in the house. Let me bring him up. What's up, Daniel?
What's
What
going
up,
on?
buddy? What up, Crypto Lounge?
What's going on, man? Discussing this excellence, this MMAI excellence.
Oh man, what alpha, right? What alpha, man? We tried to tell him. We tried to tell him. If you don't know, now you know.
Hey, you know what? You better know. You better know real quick. This is some exclusive stuff. I see we got the link live too, Waddy. You might ought to pull that up, brother. The actual
Oh,
marketplace link.
you got the link out?
Yeah, I think it's live, bro.
Okay, let me see. Let me see.
Now, I must correct myself. You're not going to be able to go mint or buy anything, but we could go there and you could, show. But I mean, I'm very excited. I know Daniel's excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's amazing. I think what MMAI is trying to is giving people the ability to do is something that a lot of people that are here have never had the opportunity to do. So, and that's own
Absolutely.
property, own property, own deeds, own stuff in the metaverse. And what I try to tell people, and they don't get it yet, is as the metaverse grows, what you own grows in value. You know.
Yes, yes. And like I was saying, Daniel, it's residual income, bro. I don't think a lot of people understanding this. This world is going to be. We have LG that's already purchased one of the arenas. I mean, that's big in its own right. LG is a huge, huge company, and if they're purchasing the arena, what does that say? Seriously, what does that actually say?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, just think about it like this, right? Let's
Yeah.
go. Let, let's go bare minimum, right?
Okay.
What if you sell a banner for $50? 50, just $50 a month. How long is that going to take you to make your money back?
No, you know.
Not long. And we know that it's going to be way more than $50 a month that you're going to be able to sell advertisement for. So it's just like investing in real estate, baby.
No, absolutely. You know, people are going to be trying to buy us out too, especially if you're exclusive. You know, you get into this exclusive situation, you get you a nice drop. You're going to have a lot of buyout requests. Let me tell you, especially if you get stores. You know, if you get real lucky and get that arena, I can imagine, man, people those buyout requests, people trying to grab that property from you. It's going to be pretty crazy.
Yep. Yep. Tim Shea over here said crypto launch everyone in our community understand that. I don't think new people will pay that much. Then right here, Tim says, if you know, you know. And GS says, damn, LG, now my perception of MMAI has changed. I'm
Yep.
hoping that's for the good.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. You know, and I feel what Tim Shea is saying. You know, the average NFT purchaser, that average person that's just going in and just wanting to flip a JPEG, they're not going to get it, especially if they don't know anything about real estate, virtual properties, basically making money in this type of sector. I totally get it. But like we're saying, you might need to educate yourself swiftly, especially because you're going to miss out on an opportunity to get some generational wealth going for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's what's going to happen. I can tell you what's going to happen right now. We know, so we're going to buy in, right? And then after the keys to the city are done and they actually go on OpenSea, all people who want to open up e-commerce stores and stuff like that, they're going to be the ones that are swooping them up, and then everybody's going to be looking at each other going, damn, I had that opportunity too. See,
Exactly. That's what I was talking about. The buyout request. You know, you're holding it. Let's say you get like a store, you get two passes, right? You get two drops. They're stores, and you're just holding them. You don't know what to do with them. Those stores are going to be so valuable when everything rolls out, especially when the metaverse really starts pumping. You get those frequent log on abilities, and all those people coming in and buying stuff. They're going to want to get your store, especially if it's in a prime location in the metaverse. It's going to be worth so much money. Now, me myself, I'm not selling. I may even, you know, invent my own little merchant shop. You know what I mean? Just to double up on my investment. You know what I mean?
well, think about just even let's break it down to even cryptocurrency, right? Think about just even a token, a project, right? If they can buy advertisement on a billboard in a metaverse, why wouldn't they?
Absolutely. Especially
Yeah.
the billboards, Daniel. You can see those crypto, you know, projects. They're going to love those billboards, especially the ones that are all around that arena and around town. They're going to love the billboards.
So here's the philosophy: you can either buy them and rent them to them, or you can allow them to go on OpenSea and swoop them up themselves.
I'd rather
Yep.
make that residual income.
Me too.
Well, see, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, let's say, for example, whatever price they come out, then I get it. But let's say, for example, it would have been 500. But I didn't know if we could still speak about that or not. Like, for example, these, I call them the golden ticket because once you own one of these arena, that's where your residual income will come from. So let's say, for example, somebody wants to use the arena to have their commercial or their project. Let's say uh XRP reach out to me and they tell me, hey, we want to have a bulletin board on your metaverse. How can I go about it? And then basically I'll be like, well, I own the property of the arena and I could rent that out to them. And from there, I'll start creating a monthly residual income. So that's why I believe these right here, man. These right here, that should be like, I mean, not saying the only focus, But in my case, that's my main focus.
But you can do the same thing on a billboard. You can do
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
will it be an arena type of money? No, but it's still a residual income. And as the metaverse grows, the advertisements get more and more. You charge more and more.
yeah,
Ah, absolutely. And then let's say you get, two billboards, just two corner posts, or maybe a store and a billboard. That residual income stacks up. Then you can go into the market. Maybe you can purchase you another billboard with that residual income. You let the store and the billboard pay for the other billboard, and you let those billboards and those other stores pay for another store because the market is going to be flooded with a lot of because a lot of people aren't going to know what to do with these properties. That's just how it is. They're going to want to flip them. So there's going to be a market, and then there's going to be people who are going to be making money. You know what I mean? This is beautiful, man.
And how about that damn game, brother? How about the trailer for that game?
Okay, we always say this is multi-dimensional. It's no bullshit, guys. No bullshit. That game is. Listen, did you see Chaka's video? Man, you should play Chaka's video. You see his face? He looked like a kid in the candy store, man. It's a beautiful game.
mm,
It
yeah,
it and if you notice, and what I'm trying to tell people too, don't get so caught up. I mean, yeah, get caught up in the game, right? But get caught up in what that said at the beginning. MMAI Studios.
Yes, yes,
nice.
this is big. It's so multi-dimensional, man. You have your Pure Wallet, which is that's a whole nother beast of a situation right there. And then you have the chain, which is everything is going to be basically ran off of these blockchains, bro. And these L2s is not going to just be one; it's going to be multiple L2s. They're going to be able to be built upon by other developers. You have basically your decentralized networks that are going to be built upon these. Man, this is crazy. It really is crazy, and we're really lucky to be in this at this time, and we're lucky to be early with this particular project because they are not bullshitting at all.
Yeah, I try to tell people read between the lines. When it says MMAI Studios, there's a reason that second word is there.
Yeah. And now this is the thing that I even spoke about earlier. I don't know if you guys heard when Augustine was talking about that there was also going to be a racing game within the metaverse. So not only the shooting one. Now I was reading right here. It says these NFTs are vehicles, supercars of random model. These vehicles can be driven and or rented in the pure world. These vehicles can also be customized with the purchase of the accessory, external design, and parts in the future. These vehicles will be available to be raced within our exclusive raceway. What you think about that?
Hey, listen, I think the cars are underrated. I think they're the most underrated part of the whole situation because, like you said, I didn't even know you can rent them, so that's pretty
Well,
cool too. But the,
yeah,
the customization part of it, that is so sweet because everybody likes to change, personalize their vehicles. You can do it virtually, and it's going to be in a meta world too. Go ahead, Dave.
yeah, and you can wrap your vehicle in anything you want, right? So, think about it. Just think about it. You can wrap your vehicle in anything you want and rent it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, exactly. That's pretty cool.
Think about what we're telling you.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm loving it. I mean, man, I was in the space today. I heard the way they carried themselves. I heard the way everything was so professional, man. Like you could tell Augustine knows what he's talking about. You could tell he knows what he's doing. He carried himself professionally. The same way with David Garstein. Well, it was Ross speaking this time, but a very professional quality MMA. I mean AMA. I gotta stop saying MMAI because even everything I say with an M is gonna come out as MMAI.
I had to stop myself this morning. I was streaming early this morning and I kept saying MetaMonkey, and I'm like, oh man, no, it's MMAI. I gotta change. I gotta get that out of my head. We rebranded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard though because we still got that double M. That visual is still gonna make us say Meta Monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, just now, actually, as we're speaking, I'm changing the banner to that MMAI because every time I say I'm gonna change it, I go back to Meta Monkey.
So I don't know if everybody caught the alpha that
I think,
Augustine dropped in that AMA. And Wadi touched on one of it was the racing game that's coming, right? And that's why it's MMAI Studios. Did you also hear him say that the metaverse is also going to be available on other devices other than PCs? Did you
yes,
catch that?
mobile. I heard that.
I heard it too. I didn't know he was going to drop that alpha, but it came out.
Yep.
Yeah,
GS says,
he did.
GS
He did.
says, hold on, guys, because this is funny. First, Tim Shea says, GS, MMAI is the real deal, and the devs actually listen to the community. So his reply said, it was, I've been converted. Cheese, 100%.
There you go, baby. There you go.
Family.
Yeah. You know what, man? That's the thing that I preach a lot. The communication, line between the community and the devs. With this, it's pretty much well open. With this team right here, MMAI team. It's wide. It's always been wide open from the jump. At the first when I first went into that main Telegram, you could see it. You could see the team was in there with the community, chopping it up, and it's still that way to this day. You know what I mean? I know most of them are working in Korea right now, but it's still there, bro. And I noticed that from day one, how they were very in tune with the community. And I think a lot of projects, you just don't see that. There's that disconnect between the community and the devs. You have that I guess you would say that liaison, but that's it. With MetaMonkey, I said it again. God damn it, MMAI. It's different. It's a more broader connection. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting.
Yeah. And not only that, MMAI is also a business, right? So you're actually chopping it up with business people and you're actually chopping it up with a business, right? MMAI is so much bigger than a cryptocurrency. I'll say it 100 times until people understand it. Think bigger than what
You
you've
have
ever.
to. You have to, Daniel. And I'm not using that meme tag anymore, bro. MMAI, it's not a meme to me. I can't call it a meme. Not right now. I never have called it a meme, but at this point in time, it was always a technology company, especially when I got my hands on that paperwork. When I started reading those theses and all that blockchain and that SAM tech, all that literature, yeah, nah, this is not a meme.
I think it was your stream when I said it. I said, this is a business, guys. We gotta quit calling it. Got to quit calling it, a token. This is a business. We're gonna
Yep.
start referring to it as a business.
And by the way, if you guys are wondering what paperwork, if you go to MMAIpure.com, you're gonna see all the paperwork that you need, the white paper. This is a very interesting read. And basically everything else. I mean, everything about MetaMonkey AI is very interesting in general. This is not like other projects we've been in that they promise a billion things and later on it's been 3 years down the road and nothing. In about 4 to 5 months, they have been doing everything they say they're going to do and still developing, still making sure that everything is good for us. So just make sure you really, really do your research on this.
Yeah, their paperwork. Let me tell you, I'm going to be starting another series. I probably dropped the first video on the metaverse paperwork on the AI tech because that's what's going to really make this metaverse on the e-commerce standpoint because no other metaverses are going to be pulling in real world utility like MMAI's metaverse is going to do. You're going to see a lot of real world e-commerce in this metaverse. You're not going to see that anywhere else. It's very cool.
Yep.
And
Uh,
and And Augustine touched a lot on that today. The bridge between Web 2 and Web 3 in e-commerce, and that's where it's at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I love that bridge too, Danny. Sorry, Whitey, but I love that Web 2, Web 3 bridge because it's a seamless approach, man. It makes the platform more accessible to Web 2. To be able to bridge like that and go back and forth, oh, come on, man. I mean, they've taught a lot. And I love the way he was talking about the dedication of the NS Labs team. I mean, he said he was walking in on these guys. They're asleep at their desk. They're working so hard just to, make sure everything goes well with this whole entire platform. That's dedication, man.
yeah, man, and well, what I was talking about earlier too when I jump on the stream. So basically, I was gonna cover XRP first, but everybody started talking about MMAI, so I gave them what they wanted. I was talking about the mission that you're able to do within the metaverse that it also shows like you earn a thousand coins. Now, I did want to ask Augustine, or I'll definitely ask him when I get the chance, or Austin. Man, it'll be cool. Like, let's say, for example, we already know there's gonna be mining in the metaverse automatically. But wouldn't it be cool if also while you're mining and you're playing the game, the metaverse, keep calling it a game, when you're playing in the metaverse, those tokens that you earn, they're also MMAI tokens or coin.
I believe at that point it'd be a coin. At that point in time, if we're rolling like that, I think it should be a coin. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I think by the time you get to the mining aspect, you're going to be to a coin, and that's what you're going to be mining. When you're in the metaverse and when you're playing games and you're doing all that stuff, you're going to be you're going to actually be mining MetaMonkey AI coin,
That would be cool.
because by that time the blockchain is going to be dropped.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Because you got to remember, you can't mine if you don't have a blockchain, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So by that time the blockchain will be out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. That's the cool part about it. And Daniel, you got me thinking about the studio effect, man, because I'm thinking way out there, like movie production. We might have a MMAI little Netflix clone. You know what I'm saying? Where we can kind of walk into the MMAI cinema, and watch some MMAI productions. You know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah.
know, I'm a firm believer too, and we talked about this early on in the project, and it's something that I've held on to through everything, right? Is I'm a firm believer too that I think what we're doing right here, right now, we're gonna be doing in the metaverse, and it's gonna be at a very much uh, larger scale, and it's gonna be more beneficial for people to be in there once we get there. And these lives that we're doing, and they're mining, and the fact that you're have your avatar and you're in an auditorium, and maybe Wadi's on stage and he's doing this, and we're on stage and doing this. And I think that's what I want to see. And I think, you know when we talk about social media platforms and things like that, like this is what I'm talking about. And I
Yeah.
think that's going to be a direction that you're going to see some metaverses head, and probably MMAI is going to head in that direction. I can see that happening.
And I think the way it's set up, I think MMAI will be the first to set that trend because it's perfectly set up. The way they're the way they're leading into this with the foundation coming in with their own L2s that are basically running that Sam Tech. I think this is the platform that's going to set the trend. I really do, man.
Yeah, and when you think about it, I mean, obviously, there probably, there's a lot of logistics to work out with that, because, I'm not monetized, but some people are, and what do you do with that, and how do you do that? But I think, with this team, I think you work all that stuff out pretty good, and I just think, for that social interaction piece of that. And I think that shows like this and even Twitter Spaces and things like that, I think you'll get a better interaction in the metaverse than you do now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
No, absolutely, absolutely. Because see, right now, like on Twitter, it's kind of like a two-dimensional situation. It's but this let's say you just place Twitter in the metaverse in a four-dimensional state. It's a whole different playing field. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I want to see Brian's avatar. I want to see Tim Shea's avatar. I want to see, everybody sitting in the audience and interacting.
yep,
And I think that's that next dimension. That's where we're headed. I want to I want to walk up to people's avatars and shake their hands and talk to them and have them ask questions live. And really have that three-dimensional type of conversation with people.
Yeah. Can you imagine a Twitter space out there like that? How we do it is not three-dimensional. We're looking at the Twitter page and then we're talking, we're seeing our profiles. We're doing our smileys, but in a virtual world, that Twitter space is going to be so far out, man. Like you said, different avatars. You'll be able to see your audience. It's pretty cool, man.
I want to see Waddy pull up in his BMW.
bro. I was just saying that if they make a wheelchair with like the model of the car, man, I'll be rocking around that shit like.
Hell yeah. Waddy, Waddy, Waddy go pull up in his BMW handling business on the live stream, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna see me in the metaverse. We're like,
That-
yeah, I can't do the move as fast, but this ain't no wheelchair. You guys see me actually in the streets, roll on my wheelchair. You're gonna laugh because at times, and it's stupid, but yeah, I do that a lot. Like I be seeing the elderly and the power chair, they're going mad slow, right? They're going mad slow. Here comes Wally passing by them. So yeah, I have fun when I do that. And if I could do it on the metaverse too, hell yeah.
yeah. So and I think every piece of property that's going to come out in these NFTs are going to be valuable pieces of property. I think obviously everybody's thinking about the big ones and everybody's thinking big, but I think every piece of it is going to be valuable, and that's just my feeling. That's how I feel about it. I just think there's nothing that you're going to get that's going to be that's not going to be worth what you spend.
I
Yeah.
totally agree. I don't think there's a piece of from the drops. And I think Wadi, you could show that too. I think on that page of the drops that we see here, today. I don't see any worthless drops at all. Every ad piece is going to bring you a return. The stores, whether it be medium or small, it's going to bring you a return. It's going to be very profitable. The arenas are obviously going to be profitable. There's not a single drop that I see that's not going to bring you some residual income. I don't see a bad drop at all.
Yeah,
I,
man,
I,
I mean, like I say, it all depends on the way you view it, your vision on this whole metaverse thing and the NFTs. Like, for example, we know what we could get out of it, especially if you get any of the properties that you could just rent it out. But the golden tickets, those arena guys, that's the real one. So if you get lucky enough, then hey, by all means. And it's just that, like, you got to think about it from a business point of view. You're going to be able to earn what you invest and continue earning after you already recover what you invest.
well, and drop it down to the cars. I mean, what you just read about the cars, there's car rentals in there too as well, right? So you're gonna be
Yeah.
able to your car. So you may not be bringing in a weekly or monthly revenue source from your car. You may be bringing in about an hour or about a day.
Yep. Yep.
Daniel, that's what I'm talking about, bro. The cars are underrated. Remember when I said that just a minute ago? That's
Yep.
what I'm talking about, what you just said. They're underrated. A lot of people aren't. They're thinking about flipping them cars immediately. Let me tell you, better hold on to it because what you just said is gold. We're talking that residual income is going to be redundant as hell, very very quick too.
I, I'm trying to tell him. I'm trying to tell him. You know what I'm saying, Crypto Lounge? I'm trying to tell him.
Nah, brother, I hear you 100% loud and clear. You know,
No, man, but it's something that, honestly speaking, when you start seeing the value of everything and you start like appreciating what they're doing, and like I keep on saying every time I get the chance, being part of this team, being able to see what they're doing behind the scenes, and being able to have that security that you know what you want. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but to me, that's the best freaking feeling.
Yeah, I feel that way. And why do you know that this is the first team that I've actually worked with, right?
Yeah,
I'm new to the game, so this is the first team that I've actually worked with. And being behind the scenes is completely different than being out front of it, right? And
exactly.
and I can tell you, when we start to see and talk about some of these developments and some of these things that are just coming out today, right? But when we're talking about them and really trying to see them behind the scenes,
Yeah,
man, I can tell you the excitement that the team has and what we see is so hard. It's so hard not to come on a live and be like, y'all got to see this. Y'all got to see this. You
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So it's
nah,
amazing.
it's very hard. It's very hard to hold back. I do agree. Yeah, I do agree. It's great. You know what? I have to keep touching on this, man, because when people see, stores that we frequent in this metaverse, they're gonna freak out. This is not gonna be some made up store just for the effect. It's gonna be real stores, real e-commerce,
yeah,
real type transactions, man. The MMAI coin is going to be used for those transactions. And those other these NFTs have overshadowed the original NFT investment NFTs. I think we need to bring those back up too because that's a whole another monster right there. You're investing in this endeavor when you get into those. But I mean, these are fantastic. What we're talking about now, but let's not forget about those beautiful investment NFTs too as well.
Well, and I think you're right, and I think people forget. I mean, the problem. I don't think people forget, right? I think there's so much that's coming at us so fast, right? And that's the beauty of
Yeah,
being off with a business. And we talked about this for a while at one point, and then I think there was so much stuff that came out after it. Is the actual transactions that'll be done in the Pure Wallet, right? And how all them transactions, if they're done inside the Pure Wallet, at that point, it's the volume that's driving the price of your coin. And the more transactions you get going through these e-commerce stores, the more volume you're going to get with your coin. And that doesn't, you do not overshadow that particular piece because the revenue that's going to be generated off that is going to be unbelievable, and the volume of transactions on your coin that show up on the chart are going to be unbelievable as well. So
yeah,
um think about MetaMask. They take a small micro transaction fee for every time you transact on MetaMask. You don't even realize it. Sometimes you just look at it as a gas fee, but there's a micro transaction in there. But times that by a million, you know?
yeah, yeah,
no, that's how those centralized exchanges. That's how they make all that money. That's the only way they make money. Transaction fees. No, you're right, bro. They're micro, but when you factor in the amount that happens within a 24-hour period, we're talking about some major dough. It's a major cash flow. And what you're saying about the platform and how it's going to be bringing that revenue, that coin. You have to understand those original NFTs. There's profit sharing attached to those NFTs, and that's what when I look at what we're seeing here on this screen right now, these tickets and the properties that are coming up, and what we know now, that initial NFT, man, it's very yummy to me right now because I'm thinking about that profit sharing now attached to this. There's, I'll stop though. I can go on and on about that.
I mean, it's the excitement, man. That's all I gotta say about that. It's just the excitement of everything that's going on and what they're doing, and man, I just can't wait for everything in general to be set and ready to go, and that no starting no trouble, but all the people that were hating on the project and saying it was trash and blah blah blah. Man, the big "I told you so." That's what I'm waiting for.
See, and
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna go with the "I told you so." Like
yeah.
when I released the game version today on Twitter, the only thing I did is I put some eyeballs on it and said, "If you don't know, now you know."
You know you're right, Daniel, man. You really can't get involved with that, Daniel Waddy. You can't, man, because no matter what you say, you're still gonna have someone or some person, that's gonna be out there, and they're gonna, believe the opposite. They're gonna go their own way. So you
Well,
waste your time and your effort when you that I told you something because it's not gonna matter in the long run.
and,
I like the facts to speak for themselves.
Yep, yep. No, that's right. That's right. We got Chaka in the house.
Hey,
What
what
up?
up,
What
my
up,
brothers?
Chaka?
I
and a lot
apologize.
of
I
times,
would have jumped on sooner, but I had a stream going. So
yeah,
It's all right, bro.
and a lot of times they're not even mad because of the "I told you so." They're mad because they missed out on the opportunity.
Yes. Yep. That's the underlying effect. You're so right. They're not going to admit that, but that's what it is. A lot of people. This is crazy, but a lot of people they do that. They target and they FUD just so they can get that buying opportunity, so they can get that spot. That's the actual agenda. Bring the chart down so they can enter.
Chaka,
Bro,
we were talking about you though.
what
We
up?
were
What up?
talking
What up?
we were
yeah,
talking about you earlier in that video you put out about the game because you know that game is fire and how
Hmm.
you just look like a kid in a candy store
Oh man, that's right up my alley. I saw that and I was like, oh,
or
It-
And Chaka
yeah,
was like, "Shit, let's play it. Shit, just play
yeah.
it."
Uh-huh. Honestly, I've never cussed on a recorded video. I usually try to, I'm like, whatever, it's cool, keep it professional. That one, I was like, shit, let's play this, let's do this.
Yeah, I saw. I cracked up, bro. I was driving down the road. I was just cracking up. Like, look at him.
No, I'm that made me genuinely, dude, just excited, just excited that I was like, wow, that just blew my mind, man.
and then we were talking to Chaka about the fact that don't miss what the title of that said, MMAI Studio. And
Hmm.
then how Augie came out and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, there's a racing game today," as if he just glossed over that.
Yeah,
As if he just glossed over that in the Twitter space, like nobody was gonna catch that, right?
I knew there was going to be a racing game. I brought that up the other day. I was like, is there a racing game?
yeah, that's true.
But it was on the website though, so I was like, maybe they want us to see it. I'm not sure.
But you see how Augie just kind of glossed over that in the Twitter space, like we weren't gonna catch that.
Hmm. Yeah, that was cool, man. And I'm excited. Yeah, it does. It says MMAI Studio. So
Oh,
we'll
You,
see what
you know
happens.
what's cool though? It's on the chain. This is going to be a blockchain game, bro, and I think that's going to be the first. I think Illuvium is, and they having issues with that, but there's only one competitor when it comes to that type of actual level of detail. And Chaka, the physics was off the chain, bro. Did you see the physics that were in that video?
Yeah, and I put it to
Off
the
the chain.
I put that video to the ultimate test. I brought my 11-year-old in here, who's the gamer of the family, and I said, "Hey, check this out. What do you think?" And he said, "Oh, Dad, it looks just like another game that I won't mention." But it looks just like that. And in my opinion, the game he was talking about, I think it looked, a little bit. It looked better because it looked more realistic. So I'm just excited, and even he
Oh yeah.
he can't wait to play it either. So I was like, let's go, baby, let's go.
No, bro. Building that type of a game on a blockchain. This is new, man. Blockchain gaming is new, and I never thought I would see this type of detail, those type of physics, all that texture, all that shadowing, all that big time called. I mean, the stuff that we play. Chaka. We
Yeah.
game probably more, and that detail. Dude, this is new. Putting that on chain is new. We're used to going and buying this at GameStop. Not seeing it on the blockchain. So we're trend setting here. That's what I'm talking about.
It
Yeah,
reminded me of something like a console game or a regular PC game that it's that quality of game, but this is attached to the blockchain. Wow.
yeah, guys. I was gonna say I am sorry. I hate to do this, but I do gotta go to CTN Network. And how about we do this again? But this we'll make it official. I'll make a flyer. You guys come on, or if Chaco or anybody else wanna do the stream, and we'll join them there. Whatever, however you want to do it, because there is so much to talk about when it comes to what's going on right now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ham on this content because I love it.
I think at this point we're all gonna be on everybody's channel because we're all gonna have a live because there's so much content to go through right now.
Yeah,
I just want to, like we're going. There's a lot there, man, and it's exciting. It's exciting.
yep. But hey, I appreciate all three of you coming on here. Appreciate the love and support from the chat always. And you guys, I really appreciate it, man, because, well, I was kind of running out of option. I'm like, I want to talk more, but I don't know how much I could say. And you know how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you too, Waddy, man. Most definitely, bro.
Can I just say, share this video out. Try to get as many people, as you can to watch it, and subscribe to Chaka, subscribe to Wadi. I'm not sure if Crypto Lounge is monetized yet, but these guys are so close to getting monetized. Let's push these guys over the edge, man. Go push their channels as hard as you possibly can and get some subs. They're so close to that, and that's a big milestone. And these guys work their butts off, man.
Man, absolutely.
And
Appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
subscribe to Daniel Gayton to, all these guys over here, Crypto Launch, Chaga Crypto, and Daniel Gayton. They're the real deal. We're not here to trick anybody or lie to anybody in order to get subs and views and all that. No, we're gonna bring the truth, realistically speaking, and that's it. If you want real information, then these are the guys you want to follow. If you want to chase rainbows and unicorn, then that's a different story.
Unless
Yes,
MMI
yes,
comes
that's
out with the
real.
game.
No, Waddy, you're right, bro. I mean, if we're talking about it, it's because we believe in it. We're in it 10 toes, and we're all about it.
I'm with
Yes,
you,
sir.
Chaka. I'm with you, Chaka. Unless MMAI comes out with a game with rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah, exactly. If they drop that, then it's all about rainbows and unicorns.
Well, with that being said, guys, have a good one, everyone. Thank you so much again, everyone that stayed here. Have a blessed night and see you guys. Wait, yeah, tomorrow. I usually don't do weekends because it's family time. Have a good one, guys. Guys, y'all want to say any last words before I end it?
Hey, everybody be safe out there and invest well and take care of yourself too, guys. Appreciate you, Waddy.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah, I
Daniel,
appreciate you, Wadi. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Wadi.
appreciate that. Chaka. Daniel, well, you say your piece, but anything else?
Nope. I just wanted to let everybody know that they needed to subscribe to you guys so that you guys can get monetized and get paid for what you do because you guys work your butts off, man.
I appreciate that. With that being said, have a blessed night, everyone.